Nashville winless in their last 4. And Craig, Austin Matthews and his group have been a consistent starter over this winning streak. William Nylander ahead for Riley. A quick pass. Big man in. And Saros with a first tough stop on the night. Nylander again bumped along the boards and he goes down. Tavares comes up with a puck. Back to the line. Ekman Larson kicked away by Saros, and a lead feed out of the reach of Marchessault. Wall came out to play that out to center ice. Stamkos will send it back in. Steven Stamkos playing center tonight. He has been on the wing on a loaded up line of late, along with Forsberg and O'Reilly. Here come the Predators back in. That shot muffled by Benoit, picked up by big Michael McCarron. That's right on, and O'Reilly with a word for young Evangelista before this face-off, and Evangelista plays it back to the line, and a shot right on, absorbed.
And Chris, those assists weren't just chip it up and get a second assist. You know, he was really involved. I love the connection. You know, you think of him as a defense-first guy, but he did an excellent job of jumping up into the play and creating offense by being involved and creating an odd man situation.
Here's a chance side of the net.
Nylander to come from the bench.
Now a quick counter here as it's turned over. Bellows with a shot. Has one goal as a member of. Robertson hands it off, but Marchessault takes it away from Domi. Looks rink wide. Stamkos on the far side. And an Eklund shot right on. Camp and Lawton get it back into the Nashville zone. David Camp on it. More goals against Nashville for Camp in his career than any other team. And
for the last couple of weeks now.
41.7% in March. A great keep by Marner at the line. And now Marner with it. A quick pass here in the middle. And it's Tavares. Scores! He's got another. John Tavares with the icebreaker tonight.
Well, talk about a heater for John Tavares. Marner keeps it alive at the point. Matthews protects the puck, and then a cute little give and go that the position of Matthew Knies in front. You could see Saros back deep in his net. Knies does a good job of staying out of the blue paint, not getting any contact with the goaltender.
Coming into the game, 6th best in that department. Here's Lorentz across. Ekman Larson a shot. Benoit follows. That's kicked away by Saros. With Marner over the line. Matthews one-hands that and then comes up with it, fires, and Saros with the stop.
Against the Matthews line as he stays out. That's the first time we've seen that matchup.
And Matthews to Marner scores! Right off the draw.
How's that going for you? Oh, boy. Guys who just came off talking on the bench, and you know it's just get schooled. Watch how quickly it's from the stick of Matthews onto the stick of Marner. A quick little look at each other. You could not have executed that better. Credit Marner with just going with it. No matter what, you're not worried about even if it's flat. He ends up hitting that. It almost looked like the puck was standing on edge. But
Predators work the other way. Good forechecking there by Camp. Trying to come up with it, kicks it back to the line, scores! Well, cut Saros going the other way on a tip, and is that Scott Lawton?
Yeah, the question is, did it hit up high? Lawton was coming back towards the blue line. Oh, look, Carlo does a nice job of stepping up. You can see Lawton just coming back to the middle. Boy, hit the top of his blade there.
He's ducked down, which makes it a little harder to tell.
And look at how far out he is, too. So it's hard to gauge where the crossbar is. Comfort level, and he's been playing on the wing here.
And it would be an interesting scoring line if it holds. Lawton from Carlo.
You know, with the way he slumped there, it's pretty close to being shoulder, but when it's a goal, it's a question whether it's underneath the crossbar. Here's the call.
After review, was determined that there's no goal on the play. The play was deflected with a high stick.
And 1 for 1 on the night.
Is that good?
Yeah, that is pretty darn good, isn't it?
Here's Marner. It's tipped in front. Oh, and knocked away with Knies on the doorstep.
is in town, so that's been pushed back to a later date, but the footwork has looked sharp in the opening stages here again tonight, Chris.
And Carlo talked about how he's enjoying playing with Morgan Rielly this morning, and
in Stamkos to the goaltender, took away any opportunity, Chris, for anything across the seam or across the crease that might be a much more difficult play.
Stamkos up to 578 goals, and now 22nd. There's a shot scored. Michael Bunting has scored against his old team. A power play goal for Nashville.
Well, just what the Nashville Predators needed, just a little bit of energy and a guy who...
The other three teams he's played for, Carolina, Pittsburgh, and Nashville. Marner over the line, works it. Matthews, McMahon off the post. Is this a potential shutdown line for the Leafs in the postseason or not? Kiefer Bellows away, 2-on-1 the other way, scores! Well, not on that shift, because Nashville's tied it.
Well, this play is made about 15 feet inside the Tavares odd man rush. Your D-man goes down, and now you got to be able to get into position. McCabe can't get back, and Kiefer Bellows never thought past once. You know, watch, he takes a little look and then gears himself up. That short side, not bad positioning by Wall. There wasn't a whole lot. This is a great look. You've got about 6 inches up and over the...
For Evangelista. And now Ryan O'Reilly to work. Here's Blankenberg moving up. Sends it on goal. Rebound. Oh, big stop.
The goaltender, you know you've left an absolute beauty. And look at his reaction, knowing that you've got Forsberg just sliding right in there. It was a tough one not to leave a bad rebound, but boy, what a great reaction there to save the day.
Gets up, and the puck is still there. He put that across off Barron. Rolled through, and that got past Camp in front. Lorentz stopped by Saros. And it's flipped out to center with under a minute to go here in the period. Blankenberg off the boards. Loose here for Forsberg. It's a 3-on-1. Filip Forsberg walks in. Wall to stop. Rebound. Scores. Filip Forsberg robbed earlier.
But loses possession. Everything's under control here, but both Matthews and McCabe now caught. It's a 3-on-1 coming back. Tanev goes down a little early. And Forsberg, I was wondering, did he push the pad? Let's have a look at the pad of Wall. You can go after the rebound. Oh, yeah, no, he didn't push the pad over. Good job, Tanev.
And I'm working with a guy who was traded for coffee.
Yeah, a little different. How about that carry on for Jimmy Butler?
Yes.
In our days, it was
blocker side. Puck scooped away, and Forsberg's out. Evangelista down the right wing. Drops for Forsberg. Back in front. Scores! Luke Evangelista.
Here's a read again of defense partners. To me, be interested in what Kevin said. Way too aggressive move by Carlo to go right after and chase into the corner. Morgan Rielly just stayed thinking. I mean, they're not moving very much. They're just staying in the middle of the ice.
Matthews has been out 3.5 minutes. Bouncing in, and here's a Forsberg chance to the net. Scores. Filip Forsberg caps a huge night.
You know you got a fatigue Leaf team. He put 5 fresh guys out there, and here's why. Just a battle and a loose puck, and it's Forsberg coming fresh off the bench.
David Camp through center with Lorentz. Back towards Camp as the clock drains, and the home fans will celebrate a 5-2 Nashville win.